Paulie here, back on the couch, hanging out with another review from the living room, and it is episode 6 of One Piece, season 1. It's called The Chef and the Chore Boy, and I'm speechless. Listen, let me just read this to you and I'll tell you why I'm speechless. The group is ambushed by a threat no one sees coming. After a hard-fought battle at the Barate, Sanji finally follows his dreams while another crew member shows their true colors. So, at the end of the last episode, when they had that duel on the docks that I told you about, Zoro was left pretty badly wounded. So for most of this episode, it is about him being healed, but also too the tough decisions of what it means to be a captain that Luffy has to face. Okay, so at the very beginning, and I'm gonna hit some spoilers because the storytelling for the first part of this episode takes a detour. I would say like the first 20-30 minutes after they show the initial rescue that the chef and the owner of the restaurant, he saves Zoro, is a 20 to 30 minute flashback. And it is absolutely perfect. I need to tell you that this episode is pretty much perfect. If there is a 10, which I never give out, it's pretty close. I'm not going to give out that 10, but it is a 9.5. This is how you continue a storyline, by continually surprising and entertaining the audience. It is a gut-wrenching flashback to where the chef and Sanji, as a little kid, are deserted on an island, and it's a kind of like it's at least hundreds of feet off the ground, and like it just like goes up like a mushroom top, and it's 85 days where they're stranded until they're saved. There's a kind of disturbing realization that is shown where the chef sacrifices his own leg so the boy can live. I want you to watch that. The actor that played the chef, we got to give him props. Craig Fairbrass plays Chef Zev. He was incredible. He was all the way to the last scene, which there was a few times where I was getting very choked up. There was a few times choked up. So, in that storytelling, because it's a deep dive flashback, and you needed to do that because you need to break up the storytelling that we're getting used to, and that's so great that we don't want to get used to this amazing now epic tale. So one of the things Luffy has to do and the crew has to do is they got to continue to talk to Zoro to get him back to health while he's unconscious, and Luffy just doesn't have the words to say. He just doesn't know what to say. He's kind of at a loss for words. There's these new bad villain characters. They're fishmen, and they know where Luffy's at, and there is a battle in the restaurant between him and the fishmen, and it's led by Arlong. In it, Arlong wants the map. So, another spoiler, guys. They lose the fight. He gets the map, and he gets the map through a betrayal. And what we've been talking about this whole time, Nami. Nami's allegiance was never 100% there that we know of. I might be wrong later, but she's part of the fish tribe. She's like, you see the tattoo. She gives the map to Arlong, and you're just like, Luffy can't believe it. Luffy's like beat up, and instead of the fishman eating him, she convinces him just to throw him in the water. And it was established in another episode where Luffy's kind of foil, right? His kryptonite is salt water because he's made of rubber. And what a weakness to have. That Luffy, who wants to be king of the pirates, wants to find the One Piece, he can never go in the water without it being almost a death sentence. Well, I just thought that was, such a great weakness for him to have as a leader. And of course he's saved. And then he's got the words to talk to Zoro. And he finally says to Zoro while Zoro's laying there, I need you. I need you to wake up. And he wakes up and he says, I'm your first mate. Till the last, till we either find the One Piece or we die finding it. And yeah, it was pretty dope, guys. It was pretty dope. Well, they're going to go after Nami. And the chef basically throws out Sanji, saying to go follow his dreams. And Sanji joins the crew, which Luffy is ecstatic about. He really likes Sanji. He really likes Sanji. So they're pulling out of port, right out of the floating restaurant port. And if there wasn't a scene that doesn't choke you up, it's when the old man, the chef, goes out into the pier and gives him a bon voyage. And Sanji said some really incredible words. So, I got from this episode, the reason why I'm rating it so high is the master storytelling that was so different than the previous ones, which it had to be. Then the betrayal, the revelation and the backstory of Sanji and the chef. Basically it's his surrogate father. And at one point, all seems lost with Luffy. Nami has betrayed them. He's lost the map. Zoro's still out of it. But he's saying this is when we're strongest. And it was absolutely just an incredible episode. If I could just say this, people who are writing in Hollywood and having a hard time, or you're trying to figure stuff out, or maybe you are on a show that's just not well received, this is the show to blueprint. Kind of like Cobra Kai, the first 2 seasons. This is the show to blueprint. Very impressive. Like I said, I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10. Check out my other reviews. We got 1 through 4 as a big review, and then episode 5. And like I said, this is episode 6, The Chef and the Chore Boy. Definitely becoming one of the best television events of this year. Wherever you're at, keep your slam fuerte. Paz. Till the next one.